There was once a merchant named Haroun who traded in spices along the silk routes. He'd grown wealthy over the years, and with wealth came a certain hardness around his heart. He paid his workers little, haggled over every copper coin, and when beggars approached him in the marketplace, he waved them off like flies. One autumn, Haroun set out to the capital city with his finest goods, saffron, cardamom, and cinnamon from distant lands. He pushed his caravan hard, driving his men to exhaustion. "Time is money," he'd say. "Every hour spent resting is profit lost." On the third day, they reached the river crossing. The bridge there had stood for 100 years, but age had made it frail. The local villagers had placed a sign: "Dangerous. Cross slowly, one cart at a time." Haroun scoffed. He'd crossed this bridge a dozen times before. He ordered his lead cart forward, loaded heavy with his most valuable spices. His driver hesitated, pointing to the sign. "We haven't got all day," Haroun snapped. "The wood's held this long, hasn't it?" Halfway across, the bridge groaned. Then it screamed. Timbers cracked like breaking bones, and the cart plunged into the rushing water below. The driver fell with it. The young man managed to swim to shore, coughing, shaking, alive. But the spices were gone, months of profit, swallowed by the river. Haroun stood there, watching his fortune drift away, clouds of golden saffron, brown cinnamon, dissolving into the current. And something broke inside him that had nothing to do with wood or rope. The villagers pulled the driver from the water, wrapped him in blankets. An old woman brought hot tea. They asked for nothing in return. Though their clothes were worn, their faces thin, they had little, yet they gave freely. That night, Haroun couldn't sleep. He kept seeing the driver's face as the bridge gave way, pure terror in those young eyes. The boy had trusted him. All his workers had trusted him. And what had he given them in return? Just enough to keep them desperate, just enough to keep them coming back. In the morning, Haroun did something he'd never done before. He gathered his men and divided half his remaining goods among them. He paid the villagers to rebuild the bridge properly, with good timber and strong iron. He stayed to help with the work himself, though his hands weren't used to labor, and blistered quickly. The old woman brought him salve for his hands. "You're learning," she said. "Learning what?" Haroun asked. "That we're all crossing the same bridge," she said. "Some of us just get there first. When you forget that, the bridge breaks. Always does." Haroun never became poor, but he never became as rich as he might have been. He paid his workers well, gave generously to those in need, and always checked the bridges before crossing them. Years later, when he was old himself, people would ask him about his fortune. He'd smile and say he'd lost it once in a river and found something better in its place. When they pressed him to explain, he'd just point to the faces around him, people who worked for him, people who'd once been strangers, people who'd become something like family. "The bridge is only as strong as what connects us," he'd say. "I learned that the hard way." Some lessons, he knew, only stick when they cost us something,